What's up, guys? Chemist here from Meanwhile in the Man Cave. We take a look at all things pop culture, games, toys, or anything we think is cool. And today, we are taking a look at the Todd McFarlane DC Multiverse, John Stewart Green Lantern. The Green Lantern John Stewart first appeared in Green Lantern number 87 in December of 1971 and was created by Neil Adams and Dennis O'Neil. John Stewart joined the Marines right after high school and became an elite sniper. After fulfilling his duties in the Marines and leaving the Corps, he became a talented architect. At some point, the Guardians of the Universe took notice of John and selected him to take the place of the Green Lantern Guy Gardner when Gardner was injured and unable to fulfill his duties as a Green Lantern. Stewart would later become a full-time Green Lantern when Hal Jordan gave up his duties as a Lantern in the 80s. Over the years, John has had many adventures on his own and being part of the Justice League, and even became the only human guardian of the universe. John Stewart's background as an architect has affected his constructs that he creates with his mind. His constructs will often contain every nut, bolt, and gear that allows them to function, making them even more effective in battle. He was even able to recreate kryptonite at the atomic level. After an encounter with the villain Sinestro and the Legion of Doom, his power ring was destroyed, and Sinestro infused him at the cellular level with the UV light spectrum. Stewart was later able to overcome the influence of the dark emotional entity Umbrax, and was able to convert the UV Lantern tattoo ring on his finger into a Green Lantern tattoo ring, and channel Green Lantern energy at a cellular level. So unlike other Green Lanterns, John Stewart doesn't wield a physical power ring. This makes him a very unique and powerful Green Lantern. Starting off looking at the box, again the normal Todd McFarlane fare. Not much fanfare on the front outside of a preview of the character. Title of the character on the side. And some cool John Stewart Green Lantern artwork on the back, as well as a few little preview of some of the other characters that came out around the same time this one did. So let's stop wasting time on this box and bust John Stewart out. All right, inside the box, you've got a collector's card and just a normal stand. A little unfortunate that they didn't decide to throw in a flight stand. Any Green Lantern, I feel, should have a flight stand, just as any Superman figure should have a flight stand in there as well. A brief overview of what you're going to get in the package. A Gatling gun construct, backpack for the ammo, and some armor. So, let's get a closer look. So, starting off, you have John Stewart's ammo pack, I believe, for the minigun. Pretty cool. And the minigun construct itself. That's pretty cool. Wish they made it so the barrel rotated, but it does not. And the removable construct body armor. It does come pre-installed on him when you buy him, but it does come off. And John Stewart himself as a Green Lantern. I like the modeling on him. The face looks really good. Suit's cool as well. Appears to be layered You get your one layer here. This is another separate layer, and so is this down here, which I think will actually be kind of nice when you're articulating him, especially if you've got some figures that have a pattern that goes down on here. To be able to have that pattern carry on here and move independently could be handy on some kind of figures. But so let's check out his articulation here. We're going to start off with his head. It does tilt, so you do have some of that motion there, as well as forward and back. Again, not a lot back. It would be nicer if it could go tilt back like it did on that Captain America figure we did a while back. But I believe this is an older figure, so it does feel like it articulates different from some of the more modern McFarlane figures we've done. Like this right here is almost like, it almost feels like it ratchets. So you do have the lateral movement there. Get your forward and back. You still have the joint between the shoulder and the bicep. We're giving it that tilt, which is always good, as well as a double elbow joint. And here, like all these McFarlane figures, you've got a hinge at the elbow, at the wrist, that lets you bend. Important to make sure that it's lined up when you go ahead, because the hinge is only one way and it's actually kind of hard to see. So just make sure you look out for that. So as far as his crunch motion, he has very little. Does have an abdomen joint. There's just not a range of motion. We get his arm out of the way here. Not a lot of range of motion, as you can see here. It's pretty limited. But you have the twisting, obviously there, along with the waist joint. Down here at his legs, little lateral movement there. Forward kick, back kick, double knee joint. Down here at the foot, got some forward motion, obviously some back, and your toe motion here. Now this is a hinge right here. You can move that so you get some angling on the foot as well. And if you adjust that hinge right, you probably can get it so that you can kind of plant his foot back. But we'll see how that all works out when we try to pose him. It should be all the same on the other side here. So we're going to try to get John Stewart into some poses, and I'm going to let you know what I think. Okay, so got him into some poses here. I really like this Gatling gun accessory. It's really cool for this figure. This is why I wanted this version of John Stewart. There's another version of him out there that does come with pieces of the Frost King. I wasn't as big of a fan of that particular model. This one, no, I really like a lot. The articulation was good enough for me to be able to get him into some satisfying poses. So didn't seem to have a problem there, which was nice. The one thing I wish this figure had come with, as I mentioned before, wish it had come with a flight stand. All Green Lanterns should. I just feel you can get him into some much more satisfying poses when you have a flight stand. As you can see here, he just, I don't know. I mean, a Green Lantern naturally flies, and you should be able to do that in your display. So without the flight stand, you're going to have to hang him or whatever. But with a flight stand, if you have some from your other McFarlane figures, it works really well. Here you can get a good look. I do like him with the armor on, that construct armor. It looks really good. It fits well on him, especially where they left the spot on the back of it so you can mount the ammo pack. Works really well with that. So far, very happy with this figure. Face is done so well on it too as well. I mean, You get some of these McFarlane Superman figures, and they have garbage faces. But this John Stewart face, he did a really good job with. The other thing I wish they had, maybe a couple more, constructs for him to hold. But if you have some other Green Lantern figures, you can intermix some of their accessories, as I did right here. An energy construct to have coming out of his hand. So, all these different Green Lantern figures, you can intermix their constructs. But obviously my favorite is this Gatling gun. It does work awesome. He holds it pretty naturally. A little tricky to get it in his hands at times because his hands are tight. So, bottom line, I recommend this figure. Very happy with it. And if you're a Green Lantern fan, it's a welcome addition to the core. So, I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Please, if you can, give us a like and subscribe. It does help other people find our videos. And please tune in every Tuesday at 9 a.m. for a brand new episode of Meanwhile in the Man Cave. I'll talk to you guys later.